Have you ever considered how much CPP you would receive at age 65? And what's the difference between receiving at age 65 versus age 60 versus delaying it to age 70? If those are things that you have thought about and things that you have wondered or just maybe just curious, well, you're in the right place because we're going to talk about that today. My name is Anthony Gordon. I'm a certified financial planner. Let's get going. No, the first question is, well, for some at least, it may be, what is CPP? You probably heard the term, but haven't really gotten a sense of what it is. It's a retirement pension that's paid monthly, and that amount that you receive is a taxable benefit, which means it's get included as income at the end of the year. And basically what it's meant to do is replace part of your income. How do you qualify? You qualify by contributions you make while you are working. So you may say, well, I've contributed, but I have no sense about, about how much I would have, or, where can I find this information? Well, if you don't know that information, you can sign into your My Service Canada account, and you could Google that, your My Service Canada account, and you'll have that information. Now, if you already logged in, you probably already have that information. If you haven't, you may say, what's the process to access this information? If you don't have an account, you could register for one, and they'll send your personal code. And once you receive that code, you complete registration, and you'll have access to this information, right? Now that you have access to the information, what you will find is you'll find an amount, which is essentially the full pension amount that you'll receive at age 65. In our example, we're going to say the person will receive an amount of $800 per month, right? So you logged in, age 65, I'm going to get $800 per month. Well, you may say, what if I want to take it early? Because I'm 59 years old and I am not in the best health condition. I probably will need some assistance financially, so I will need to take this as soon as possible. What does that look like? How does this affect the numbers? Well, there's a reduction in the monthly amount by 0.6% for every month that you take CPP early, right? So 0.6% per month. If you take it a year early, it's going to be 7.2%. And if you take it at age 60, which is 5 years or 60 months, you're going to reduce that monthly amount by 36%. So if you're going to receive the $800 a month, which we said was the full amount, that amount now goes from $800 to $512 per month. Now, what if you are age 60, 65, whatever the age is, and you're saying, you know what? I don't need that money now. In fact, I want to continue working. And if I take that, it's going to be additional income, and I'm already in a higher bracket and I don't want to get taxed. You know what? I don't need to take it now for different reasons. I'm going to push it out. I'm healthy. I expect to live a long life. Well, for every month that you delay taking your CPP benefit after age 65, it increases by 0.7% per month, right? It increases by 8.4% per year. And if you delay it for 5 years or 60 months, from age 65 to age 70, it's going to increase by 42%. That means your pension would increase by 42%. So if you're going to get $800 at age 65 and you delay that, now you're going to get $1,136 per month. So just a bit of revision here. If you take it early, it's 0.6% per month. That's how much it's going to get reduced per month. 7.2% per year, or 36% for the entire 5 years if you take it at age 60. Now, if you delayed it at age 70, you're going to have a total of an additional 42%, because the monthly amount increases by 0.7% per month, or 8.4% per year, or 42% over the 5 years, or the 60 months if you want to calculate it by months, right? And what that looks like is a comparison of the full amount would be $800 per month, 60 years would be $512, 70 years, $1,136. So depending on your circumstances, all you have to do is do the simple math. The 0.7% per month if you want to delay for every month after age 65, or 0.6% per month if you want to take it early. 0.6% per month, reduced every month. So that's what it looks like. And this is an example. Hopefully this was helpful. If you know your numbers, you'll start to get a sense of what that looks like. One thing I will remind you is that planning for retirement, a lot of moving parts. It's not just CPP and it's just RSPs, it's all these different things. It's your private pension, your public pension from CPP, it's OAS, it's TFSAs, it's RSPs, it's all these things you have to look at. One of the most challenging things about retirement is this. While you're working, for most people, they get one source of income, maybe two. But let's be real. Most people have, one source of income, and you know exactly how it comes in and how it's going to be taxed. Once you get to retirement, what happens is you have multiple sources of income. Again, we talk about private pension, public pension. You may have RSPs, you may have TFSAs, you may have non-reg. If you're a business owner, you might be getting some type of dividends from your business. Maybe you're in real estate and you're getting money from that angle also. And so what you have, all these sources of income, and the other challenge is it depending on the situation, they could all have different tax ramifications. So if you have a good sense of how everything is taxed, then you will, of course, try to be as tax efficient as possible. So while we're here talking about CPP, just know that that's one source of income, and hopefully this is helpful in calculating this. It's going to be treated as ordinary income, so that's another thing to consider. Again, hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions about financial planning, feel free to contact me at the link below, or you could also grab my book, The Art of Retirement, or you could check out the Masterclass below. Again, have a wonderful time, and I will talk to you next week.